Righty, let's see. Get rid of stop that. Bring us up on the screen. And hey, everyone. All right, we've already got a bunch of folks on here. Someone from Tasmania at 2 a.m. stayed up to tap with us. Awesome, Isabel. Thank you. And welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of Tag Team Tapping. Very excited about this new project where I get to tag team tap with a bunch of friends and colleagues and introduce different ways of tapping to different folks, and it's so beneficial to see and hear other ways of doing this. So very happy today to be here with my very dear friend, Dr. Carol. Look, I have known Carol since the day after I learned EFT with Gary Craig. We've known each other a long time, haven't we?
Long time. Las Vegas, I believe, was the scene of the crime.
It was indeed Larry Nim's workshop. And yeah, quarter of a century ago.
We're so old. We're so old. What a friendship. What a friendship.
Indeed, indeed. And okay, we got folks from India and London and Yorkshire. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for joining us. So Carol, what are we going to be tapping about today?
I think we're going to be tapping and talking about the fear of success.
Awesome.
My favorite, one of my favorite topics.
And I have to tell you, it's so funny because as I told you, when you said, let's do this, I said, one of my favorite things. I had a moment with that this morning. So part of my morning routine is while I'm exercising, I on the treadmill, I'll do four of the New York Times games, just so I'm exercising my body and my mind at the same time. And on the first three games I played, I just crushed it. I mean, it was like my mind was firing. I was just picking it's like nailing it, doom, doom, no mistakes, getting it in this and that. It's like, and I had that thought of, I'm going to screw up this next one because of the fear of success. It's like, if I am this sharp, if things are going this well, what might happen? And sure enough, it's like, I should have gotten that. I should have gotten that. I should have gotten that. So, just in preparation for this, I
Thank
had
you. Thank
that
you for
moment.
prepping for the call.
So, so everyone, let's actually start by everyone go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed, go ahead and feel your feet on the floor or whatever part of you is connected to something. Allow yourself to feel that connection. Allow yourself to feel centered and grounded. Allowing yourself to be right here, right now, as present as possible, so as to receive maximum benefit from this hour. And just following your breath through your body, just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there, noticing what you're feeling physically and what you're feeling emotionally. Maybe rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10 at the moment, 10 being magnificent. And do not judge yourself harshly if the number is lower than you'd like it to be. Just check in with where it might be. And get curious about what might get in the way. And now I want you to imagine yourself, if you imagine life on a scale of 0 to 10, and 10 is your most successful version of yourself. And this could be success in one particular area of your life, your career, your health. It could be just feeling successful overall in your life. And just notice now on a scale of 0 to 10 where you might place yourself. Again, without judgment, as much as possible, just getting curious. But when you imagine what 10 might look like, say, it's safe for me to succeed this much. And let that rattle around. And notice how true that feels. And some of you are going to want to say it's a 10. Unless you're already experiencing that level of success, I'm going to say check again and allow yourself to get curious about, first of all, what you feel in your body physically, what you might feel emotionally, and also notice any thoughts, beliefs, or memories that might come up as to why it might not be safe, why you might be afraid of having this much success. And just allowing yourself to, you know, start entertaining these ideas as we start here. So go ahead and take a deep breath, open your eyes, let it go. And so, Carol, why don't you start us off with thoughts and some tapping?
Well, thoughts, what's really important is everybody's a little obsessed with fear of failure. That was a very popular thing in our culture and people working on it in coaching and in therapy. And then I find out that no, it's fear of success is the bigger one, the more prevalent challenge. Of course, leave it to me to have both, right? Right. But fear of success is what's really going on for people. And people will say to me, well, how do you know? How do I know if I have fear of success? Take a look at your life. Are you putting a ceiling on you in any way, financially, with your health, with your relationships, at work, with your colleagues? Is there any way that you feel you're getting in your own way, sabotaging yourself? Because the only reason to sabotage yourself is to keep yourself safe. And once we find that out, it's really cool because then we don't have to judge ourselves and criticize ourselves. It's like, oh, I'm a procrastinator. Yes. Why? Because you don't feel safe. Why? Because something happened at some point, or you have a fear or a belief that something could get in the way. Somebody will be mad at you, envious, upset that you're so successful. Something either happened in the past, or you fear something happening in the future when you really become more successful. And again, any part of your life or however you evaluate it. That's the good thing, is that we get to evaluate what success looks like, feels like, and is for us. So I like that
Exactly.
individual piece of it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I would say self-sabotage is simply misguided self-love.
That's
When we look at it, it's
protection.
like, why am I'm protecting myself. Stop beating myself up for this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take care of myself because that success doesn't feel safe for some reason.
We learned it. We learned something somewhere. So how we would start, if you want me to start tapping right away, how we could start is just have people say, I'm afraid to succeed because, my favorite word in the English language, because, and then fill in your own blank. Why are you afraid? Mine's different than yours, which is different than everybody on the call from all around the world. Why might you be afraid to go to the next level again, financially, with your health, with your relationship, with your happiness, right? Why might you be concerned, a little worried about going to the next level? See if you can get fill in the blank and see if you can get a number. Ooh, oh, that's surprising. I'm a 7. I didn't know that. We're all very comfortable where we are on purpose, right? There's no rocking the boat when we are where we are. So I would get a number, take my bracelets off. I would get a number. How concerned are you? How afraid are you of the next level of success? And start tapping as we do. All right. So you just you stop me if I'm going on too long, okay? Even though, everyone, please, even though I'm afraid to succeed. And oh, Brad, you be my echo.
I'm going to mute my mic just so that we're not flipping back and forth on the video, so people can just watch you.
Oh, okay. So then I'll leave a space for them to say it. Even though I'm afraid of success, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I've always been afraid of success. And I'm not sure I knew why until now. I accept who I am and where I learned this. 2 fingers, I start on the eyebrow. I'm afraid of success. Side of the eye. And I have my because under the eye. I'm worried about what might happen under the nose. I'm afraid of succeeding more. Chin point. What if they don't like it? Collarbone. What if my success upsets someone? Under the arm. It has in the past. And then I end on the top of the head. What if my success upsets someone? Good. Take a deep breath, everyone. Take a moment. Hmm. Go back to your number. I'm afraid of success because, oh, maybe somebody else came into your picture. Maybe you thought of something else. Maybe an old event did happen when you were quite successful and someone knocked you down. Maybe something became clear about the future. Oh, I'll tell you who won't be happy when I am more successful. So we just evaluate, we just give some time to process and evaluate. And we'll do one more like that, and then I'll end with some gratitude tapping. Even though there's a part of me that's still afraid to succeed, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I can still feel the part of me that's afraid to succeed, I accept who I am and where I learned this. And everyone, that's important because you did have to learn it. We don't come out that way. You have to learn to be afraid, right? Eyebrow point. I'm still afraid to succeed because I'm worried about someone's reaction. What if I can't handle it? What if they can't handle it? I'm worried about their reaction to my success. Collarbone. I'm worried about someone else's reaction to my success. No wonder I keep a lid on myself. Top of the head. It's a clever way to stay safe. I don't have to be that visible. Good. And what we can do, take another breath, everyone. Evaluate again, measure again. How's your number? Did something else come up? Is this making sense? This should be landing, I hope, for many of you. Like, oh, that's why I said a couple of options when we went around. Now we'll do just gratitude tapping. Thank you, universe, for showing me what I need to see. Thank you, universe, for all the information. I appreciate the resolution to this challenge. I love knowing I've just been keeping myself safe. I didn't know that before, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the insight I've gotten. I'm grateful to the universe for bringing me so much information. And I'm grateful for all that I'm learning about this topic. Good. Final deep breath. Evaluate. How's the number? What's happening? There's no right or wrong answer. That's probably why I love EFT, right? There's no right or wrong answer. So what happened with your number? Did you fill in something else? Did something else occur to you? Something that happened recently? Oh, something about the future. Like that person's not going to be okay with it. Whatever's going on, all right. Nothing's bad, but you may have come up with a few more tappable issues based on the questions and filling in the blanks. So I think that's a good place. That's a good beginning place to start and stop.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yeah, because we're peeling the layers of the onion while we're tapping. There are parts of it that know, oh, I know exactly what's there, but I'm not going to let you know what it is because then you're going to go and be successful and get us in trouble again. So we hide it, and when we're tapping, we allow ourselves to feel safer. And so it's like, okay, maybe I can tell you a little bit about what might have happened. Remember in the third grade, and you won the prize, and your best friend didn't talk to you for a week, and those kinds of things. Um, so for anyone who hasn't been aware of your work before, everyone should know it. But you may notice that Carol taps a little differently than I do. She has this ability to go in and zero in and do one round. I don't have that talent. I have, I sort of go, oh, I've got to say something else. I got to say something else. And I try as I might sometimes to really keep it precise and concise. Really great to be able to show folks that way of doing it so that, anyone who's only watched me doesn't think, I like tapping, but it just goes on and on. But for those of you who don't mind it going on and on, I'm going to do a little tapping here. So everyone go ahead and get yourself comfortable and close your eyes and really let that rattle around what might have come up during these rounds. And even that great round about gratitude, as you give yourself permission to state that gratitude, that can also open up different things like, oh, well, if you're going to be grateful for this, well, then here, let me tell you some more. And let me create an even greater opening for what might happen. And just, again, thinking about what success might look like to you and say, it's safe for me to succeed. And I'm going to have you tweak that a little bit because part of you might be saying, it is safe for me to succeed at the level I'm succeeding right now, which may be a lot or maybe just a tiny bit, but it's safe. This is my comfort zone. So allow yourself to, in your imagination, bump up that success and say, it's safe for me to succeed even more. And let that rattle around. And just notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how true that feels. And not judging yourself, just allowing yourself to get curious. And as Carol said, be grateful for whatever information comes up. And keep that in mind. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. Even though I might be resisting greater success, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I might be resisting greater success, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I might be resisting greater success, and part of me might argue with that idea. I'm not afraid of success. I want lots of success. It's just other stuff comes up. And even though I might have some resistance to success, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who might contribute to this fear. Because I choose to be that free. All this possible fear of success, all this possible resistance to success, all this fear of greater success. I'm comfortable with some success, whatever amount I currently have. I have brilliantly achieved the success that feels safe. And there may be times where I think about some greater success I'd like to achieve. And then I stop myself. Sometimes I'm aware that I'm stopping myself. When I forget to show up for that great job interview, or I don't sit down to write my book, or I eat a second box of cookies, and then I beat myself up, and I choose to clear the need to do that. I am brilliantly trying to protect myself. Because if I followed through on any of those things, part of me says I'd achieve greater success. personally or professionally. And that would get me into some kind of trouble. There are people who might be upset because there have been people who got upset in the past. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that are just trying to protect me from that pain. And maybe part of me says, I couldn't handle the success. There would be consequences to greater success that I don't think I could handle. All this lack of faith in myself. Maybe I've achieved some success in the past and I was overwhelmed. I didn't feel ready. And so I brilliantly stopped myself. And I choose to love and appreciate all those parts of me that are just trying to protect me. And it's safe to reconsider this now. It's safe to change my mind about success. I can handle it. And other people can learn to handle it. So I'm setting myself free to achieve more success in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Close your eyes. Go inside. And again, imagining what success at a 10 might look like and say, it's safe for me to succeed more. And just notice what's coming up. And feel free to drop a note in the comments of what might be coming up as we've gone through these rounds. Carol, thoughts, comments, questions? Next round.
Next, I think we're on a roll. We're given the momentum. I would say, success is the umbrella term.
Yeah.
Everybody knows when we break it down into standing out or being visible or being a target, that can trigger new emotional conflicts for people, which is good. We want to trigger you because that's how we clear it. We get it up into our mind, we open up the file, and then we can release it. So I'd like to do one on visibility. I'm afraid to be visible, or success might make me visible. How's that?
Excellent. Great topic.
So everyone, why don't you fill in the blank and do your number again? I'm afraid if I'm visible, blank could happen. I'm afraid to be visible because, so a lot of people would say being visible is unsafe. That's a belief. We're working with the fear, and they're obviously entwined and totally connected. So you can do it either way. The point is, put it on the table, get it up front, put it on the table. We're tapping on that topic, the lack of safety about being visible and successful. And this is where we don't have to be as precise. Someone could have a belief in their mind, someone else could have a feeling. When you're tapping and focusing on it, you are calming down your fight or flight response about the topic. All right, so here we go. Everyone, get a number if you can. I'm afraid to be visible. Oh, being visible is more accurate for me. Okay. Even though I'm afraid to be visible, then I'll really stand out. And that could be dangerous. I accept who I am and how I feel about it. Even though I'm afraid to be visible, that's why I put a lid on my success. It feels scary to be visible. I accept who I am and how I feel about it. Eyebrow. It feels scary to be visible. Don't you remember what happened last time I was visible? If I'm visible, they might not like it. If I'm visible, I might be scared. Being visible has been scary in the past. And that's the connection with success. I'm afraid to be that visible. That's when I stand out and people notice me. Please don't notice me. It feels unsafe. Good. Deep breath. I'm afraid to be visible, either you're because, or if I'm visible, this could happen. Just see what's going on in your mind, in your thoughts, in your feelings. Did this trigger something new? So a different word, same topic, success, different word about visibility. And we'll do the same thing I did before. We'll go around once more and then do a gratitude tapping. Even though there's a part of me that's still afraid to be visible and stand out. What if that gets me into trouble? It did last time. I deeply and profoundly love and accept all of me. Even though there's a part of me that's afraid to be visible. Standing out is dangerous. That's what they taught me. I accept who I am and how I feel about it. There's still a part of me that's afraid to be visible. It might be connected to what happened last time. It might be connected to standing out. I'm pretty comfortable just where I am. And being more successful and visible might be scary. No wonder I keep a lid on myself. Under the arm, I'm afraid to be that much more visible. No wonder I sabotage myself. Good, deep breath. And go in again and say, I'm afraid to be visible because, does anything come to you? Did anything flash through your mind? Oh, I remember what happened last time. Why would being visible or standing out, why would that get to you? Why would that bother you? Why would it be more comfortable to put a lid on yourself or get in your own way, somehow sabotage your forward momentum? Okay, we'll go back with some gratitude. Thank you, universe, for showing me what I need to heal. I appreciate knowing this information. I feel more comfortable with visibility already. I'm so grateful that I feel better about this topic. I love knowing that I'm letting this go. I appreciate that I know what I need to do now. I love knowing that my success helps others. That really helps me move forward. Thank you, universe. Good. Final deep breath. No right or wrong answer. I'm afraid to be visible because, I'm afraid to stand out because, what might happen, who might be upset. And then take in the gratitude, like, oh, now I know what I need to work on. It's all, as you were saying, Brad, it's often hidden from us, not very deep. The layers, sometimes they're right in the top layers. We just haven't thought of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, all kinds of interesting ideas coming up around that. Um, yeah. And I see there's some of the comments that are coming up. Fear that I won't fit in with my present friends. Yeah, that's often this thing of, well, if I go to the next level, then they won't be there. And let's do we'll do some tapping on that. So let's check in. So everyone close your eyes, take a deep breath.
I can't see the chat, just so you know, I can't see
Oh,
that.
okay. Um, so with your eyes closed and just again, thinking about success at a 10, whatever that might look like, whatever particular area of life that might be, and say, I'm afraid that if I succeed at this level, dot, dot, dot. And just notice how your body might respond even before the words might come to mind. You may not have a specific idea of, oh, my friends will hate me, or these people will be critical of me. It just may be, I get a tightness in my chest, or I get a knot in my stomach. So you can just allow yourself to be aware of whatever physical sensation might come up. Sometimes our mind doesn't let us know the words, but the body will say, yeah, no, no, we're afraid of this. And so being aware of how your body responds and if any thoughts, beliefs, or memories come up as to what you think would be the negative consequence. It may be something you just imagine because you've seen it happen to someone else. Maybe you've seen someone in the news and it's like, oh, they were successful and that happened to them. And it may be, well, it's something that actually happened to me in my own life of the uh, the people that people were mean to me or were critical or whatever it might be. So just allowing yourself to be aware of what you're afraid would happen, what you're protecting yourself from, what you were brilliantly protecting yourself from. And then let's reconsider that. So go ahead and open your eyes. Even though I limit my success to protect myself, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I limit my success to protect myself, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I limit myself to protect myself. And I might know exactly what I'm afraid of, or I might not. I just know that I'm afraid because I'm probably not doing everything I could be doing. And even though I'm protecting myself, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved, because I choose to be that free. All this need to limit my success to protect myself. All this fear of what might happen if I allowed myself to achieve greater success. There are things I know that I could do that would lead to greater success. And I'm probably not doing them all. Not because I am bad or stupid, not because I am weak or lazy, but because part of me says that would be dangerous. I would get hurt somehow because I've been hurt in the past, or I've seen other people get hurt. I see famous people in the news being raked over the coals. And part of me says, no, thank you. I'm fine flying under the radar. I may not have everything I want, but I'm safely avoiding things I don't want. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that are just trying to protect me. I might be afraid that people will be upset. if I have success, it makes them uncomfortable with their lack of success. And that would be uncomfortable. So I'm being noble by limiting my success. Choose to change my mind about that. There's nothing noble about saying to other people, I could have more success, but you couldn't. So I'm going to limit myself for you. And maybe I'm afraid of their expectations. If I do something really well, they're going to expect me to do it again and again. Who needs that kind of pressure? All this fear that I would disappoint myself or others. But if I limit my success, I lower expectations. It feels so much safer. All these things that I might be afraid would happen. All this fear of judgment and criticism. But people are going to judge me and criticize me no matter what I do. Some people will judge me for not succeeding more. I can't make everybody happy. So I'm deciding what would make me happy, which is the ultimate success. And I'm setting myself free to achieve that in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Close your eyes. Go inside. And let that rattle around inside. Notice what you feel physically, what you feel emotionally, and imagining the success that at least part of you believe you'd like to achieve. See if it feels more comfortable. Feel if it feels safer. You can even think about some of the actions that you could take that would lead to greater success, and just notice if that feels more doable. In fact, you might even find yourself going, in fact, I'll do that today. So, and feel free to put more comments in there. What thoughts are coming up for you, Carol, on this subject?
Well, I was thinking, I just love this subject. I was thinking about the behaviors that people do because when they think of doing something towards their success, they know it will make them more successful. And then that brings in the desire to keep a lid on it. Like, well, if I did that, that might help my career or help my relationships or help my weight or my health.
Yeah.
So we choose to stay small, again, as we've been saying the whole hour, for a very good reason.
Yes.
So it's that rattling when you imagine yourself taking a step and then you feel that discomfort in your gut or your chest or your head. That's your sign, like, oh, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Something could happen. So that playing big and playing small is often a big topic that people bring up. The other thing is the belief that many people say, well, I don't have what it takes, so this is fine, but I don't have what it takes to be successful, which is a belief rather than a feeling. Somebody taught them, you can't do it. Other people can do it, but you can't do it. And I thought that might be nice to transition to a belief and
Perfect.
talk about that. So in this case, everyone, what we measure is how true does it feel, which is a little odd if you're used to measuring fears or anxiety. How true does it feel? I don't have what it takes. Are you actually struggling with that? Because if you believe that, you will live that. We live our beliefs, hands down. There's no question. There's no argument. There's not a 10% of us that doesn't. We all live our beliefs.
Yeah.
So see if you can get a number on that. Ooh, I'm a 6 on that. Really? I didn't know. I believed that I didn't have what it takes. And we'll see if we can turn that around.
Yeah, I always love the quote from Dr. Joyce Brothers. You will never consistently perform in a manner which is inconsistent with the way you see yourself.
Their beliefs are compulsive, everyone. You can't stop them.
Yeah.
So get everybody get a number if you can. Otherwise, just tap along. And we'll use the language I'm convinced because that's what beliefs are. Even though I'm convinced that I don't have what it takes to be successful, I'm not putting a lid on myself. I just don't know how. I accept who I am and where I learned this. Even though I'm convinced that I have to struggle because I don't have what it takes. I accept who I am and how I feel about it. I didn't think this was a belief. I thought it was just a fact that I don't have what it takes. That's what they taught me, that I have to struggle because I don't have what it takes. What if that's not true? What if that's simply a belief I learned? What if I do have what it takes? What if I'm allowed to be as successful as anyone else? Good, deep breath. Now, sometimes a round like that is just going to stir it up, everybody, and that's okay. We're okay with stirring it up because we want to get what's at the bottom to come up so we see, oh, that's my block, tap, 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 next. That's why we want to do it. So we'll do that again. See if your number changed with a belief. The numbers, my belief is that the numbers change slowly with a belief. It's different, but another topic might come up. Oh, I know who said that to me. Oh, I know what experience in my life taught me I don't have what it takes, but you can be successful. So just see again, anything else come up for you? Even though I'm still convinced that I don't have what it takes. And I think I know where I got that. I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though there's a part of me that still thinks I don't have what it takes, I'm considering reevaluating that belief. Eyebrow, what if I do have what it takes? That might be scary. What if I do have what it takes? What if I can let the struggle go? What if I do have what it takes? I think they were wrong. And I think I misunderstood what they were saying because I do have what it takes. Good. Take another deep breath. There is no right or wrong answer. What came up? What flashed across the screen? What did you feel in your stomach, your gut, or your heart? What's going on with that topic? Did somebody say something? Did something happen where you made a decision, made a vow? Oh, I don't have what it takes. Because you do have what it takes. We have what it takes. You have what it takes. And we will all benefit. We need your expertise. We need your skill. We need your brilliance. All of us need each other. So you're not hurting anybody. You're actually expanding what we could all take advantage of. So let's end with some gratitude tapping. I love knowing that I have what it takes. I'm so grateful knowing that I do have what it takes. I'm grateful that it's opening up so many ideas for me. I love feeling more brilliant. I can feel the new ideas popping up. I appreciate knowing that's an old belief now. And I appreciate my new belief, which is that I do have what it takes. I love feeling so excited about it. And a part of me knows what I'm going to do next. Good. Another deep breath. Again, no right or wrong. Did that tweak you? Did that trigger you? Did something come up? Did that calm you down? What's going on when you really believe I do have what it takes? Oh, I just learned a lesson that wasn't really true. Ah, I do have what it takes. If you want to measure it, you can. Sometimes we measure everything, sometimes we don't. But just say, well, what would be my next step now? Oh, if I am a human being who has what it takes, which now I know is true, what would I do next towards success in my life in any part, health, finances, relationships, work, home? What would you do? What would you do next if you knew you had what it takes?
Yeah, everyone close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just ask yourself that. And don't worry about coming up with an answer. Don't put pressure on yourself. Just allow yourself to just sit there and maybe imagine yourself in your happy place, whatever it might be, someplace you feel peaceful, and just ask yourself, yeah, guess I give myself permission for this. What would I do? Notice what thoughts, beliefs, or memories might come up. There may be a childhood dream of, that you had put away in a box a long time ago. And if you don't know what to do, that's okay. Just allowing yourself to be present to that and go, okay, it's a blank canvas. And then you can start playing around with, okay, well, what might I like to do? And sometimes what we say is, I don't know what action to take. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to succeed at, but I don't know what to do. Well, then what you need to do is go on Google and say, how do I? And Google can be magic. You can say, how do I? And it will automatically fill in exactly what you're looking for because it just knows, which is scary, but also kind of brilliant. Um, yeah. I love that you keep repeating something that I often say is your success benefits other people. We so often go, I don't want to succeed because I don't want anyone to be upset. Your success benefits other people, including the people that you think will judge you for it. They might not understand right away. There are people who you may have people in your life now. Actually, go ahead and folks and be tapping either collarbone or tapping different points just to clear, even though we're not doing a formal round at the moment. There may be people trying to make you play small or have told you to play small. Don't be too big for your britches or your boots or whatever. Don't be a tall poppy, wherever you might be from. And so we say, okay, limiting my success benefits them. It doesn't. It benefits their fears, their misunderstandings. So we think, oh, I don't want to make them uncomfortable with my success. Please do. Because then they might say, all right, well, if you're not going to play small to make me comfortable, maybe I should figure out how to play bigger too. Because they're depriving the world of their talents. Their success, their greater success would benefit others. But if you insist on playing small so that they feel more comfortable playing small, then the world is missing out on both of your successes. So, I mean, this is this is one of the reasons we do this work. So we know the world needs everybody's gifts and talents, and we want you to stop blocking that. And and another thought is, that's a great round on believing that we don't have what it takes. Here's the thing is that I truly have the belief that we at some level we know that. So, I always have Michelangelo's David all over the place because I always say Michelangelo said the statues are there perfect inside the marble, and all he had to do was chip away what didn't belong to reveal the masterpiece inside. Likewise, there's a part he didn't just chip away to block a marble if he didn't know if there's something in there. It's like, I don't know, let's see, maybe there's nothing in there. But he knew there was something in there. He knew what it was. We likewise know that about ourselves. So any of us that are, have these things of, I'm not sure I have what it takes. Part of us says, I do know I have what it takes. There's just stuff in the way that I need to chip away because if you were convinced at your core, not convinced by the people, but at your core, you just knew I don't have what it takes. You certainly wouldn't be here with us right now. Why on earth would I bother tapping on a fear of success when there's no success to be revealed? So, allow yourself to play with that idea of obviously I must know that at some level that I have what it takes, and I'm just clearing these old misunderstandings about that. So go ahead and take a deep breath, go inside, and thinking about success at a 10, and just asking yourself, what might I be afraid of? And notice again how it shows up in your body. Whatever the words might be, or even if there aren't words, just notice as I think about this success, I feel this discomfort, this doubt, this resistance. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. And again, if you have a number on how strong that doubt or fear or resistance is, that's great. Even though I might still have some fear of success, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I might still have some fear of success, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I might still have some fear of success, I may be letting some of that go, but there may be a feeling in me somewhere saying, I'm not totally ready yet to succeed beyond my wildest dreams. That may still seem a little scary. And even though I might still have some fear of success, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else involved. This remaining fear of success, wherever I might be holding on to it, I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that still think it's necessary to protect me. And I'm continuing to process this. Always moving forward now, giving myself greater and greater freedom to succeed in body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. And, just notice what that feels like. And we'll have a couple minutes. Carol, if you would take us one last round, and then we'll go into a guided imagery. Anyone who's been on one of the lives with me knows I tend to end with a guided imagery, and I know Carol has some place she needs to jump off. So that'll take us a little bit over the top of the hour, but if you can take us through one more of your great rounds, that would be awesome.
Even though I've been holding myself back, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway. Even though I know now why I've been holding myself back, I choose to understand why I need to move forward. It's true, I've been holding myself back. I had all these ideas and feelings about success, but I feel better and stronger already. I had some old ideas and beliefs about success. No wonder I was holding myself back. But now I feel the freedom to move forward. I get it that it's good for you and me. I love resolving this issue. Go right to the eyebrow. Thank you, universe, for showing me what I needed to heal. I love feeling so grateful for my progress. I love loving other people's success. I appreciate how much I've changed already. And I get it that it's good for other people. I love appreciating what I can do in the world. I appreciate so much about my insights and my learnings. And I love feeling free and grateful right now. Good, deep breath. No right or wrong. Jot things down. You might have some new tappable issues. You might feel you've really moved forward. You might get an important puzzle piece that opens this all up for you. But we need your success. You need ours. We need yours. Go
I,
for it.
I love a comment that I mean, I loved everything you just did there, but there was one of the comments, I love seeing other people's success. So that's something that I want to encourage folks to play with and ask yourself, how much do you love other people's success? Because when you resent other people's success, that's why you're afraid they're going to resent you. If you resolve your resentment, if you get yourself clear whatever stops you from loving other people's success and encouraging people and cheering them on, when you get to that point, it's like, oh, I want my friends and family to be successful. I want these people to succeed. Then you will also be thinking, well, and of course they're going to want that for me too. It's going to feel more natural, but we project. So when we're afraid that other people are going to criticize us for being successful, it's because we're doing that for others. And there's a lot of great comments, people bringing up things like old expressions, the top of the mountain is empty, the proud nail gets hammered down. Tap on those because those are justifications people have come up with because they were afraid of success. It's like, oh, I'm afraid of success, but I don't want to tell anyone I'm afraid. So I'll come up with some clever aphorisms. Oh, the nail gets hammered down, tall bodies, and it's all the stuff. And it's like, then I get to justify playing small. It's not that I'm being afraid. It's just that it's nonsense. It is nonsense because you know what? Every nail gets hammered down. It's whether you're successful or unsuccessful, life is going to happen. And the top of the mountain is there's plenty of people up there, and you get to choose that. If anybody who's in an empty place is because they're choosing it. It has nothing to do with their success. It has to do with their mindset. So whatever old cliches are coming up for you about why you couldn't or shouldn't succeed, tap the heck out of them because they're misunderstandings. They're BS.
Thank you, Brad.
So thank you, Carol, so much for joining us. I'm going to show this really quickly
Pleasure.
for everyone. The this Carol's book, and I'm going to put the link. The link is in the description box down below. Yes, thank you. A great book about tapping into gratitude. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your expertise with us. And you have an awesome day, and we'll talk very soon.
We'll talk very soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
And then for the rest of us, we will continue on with some guided imagery. So, oh wait, let me put that link in the chat box to Carol's book, and also Carol has a YouTube channel as well, and you can see some great videos that she has there. So awesome. If anyone who has to jump off the line at the top of the hour, love you guys. Thanks for joining us. But if you have a few more minutes and would like to do some guided imagery, then go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Another deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. A third deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Now just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine a healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down, crystal clear water that's at perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are, this unique expression of divine light and love, allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower flows over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. That healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing, and allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet. And finally, that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backwards. 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. Remembering again that each and every time you hear me say the words deep sleep, with your permission, and only with your permission, you allow yourself to return to this depth or even deeper quickly, soundly, deeply, and the physical body relaxes. And with that relaxation comes a wonderful sense of calm well-being of body and mind, deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, go ahead and imagine yourself in some really beautiful place. Some place where you allow yourself to be present to the beauty, the magnificence, the abundance of creation. Allowing yourself to remember that it is here for you as much as anyone else. And you are part of this magnificence. And you have gifts and talents to share, and your success benefits the world. When you allow yourself to succeed at sharing your gifts and talents, it makes the world a more beautiful and magnificent and abundant place. And you might allow yourself to think back to some of the thoughts and beliefs about why you couldn't or shouldn't be more successful. You might remember statements that people have said about what happens to people who are successful. And think about all of the gifts that people have not shared with the world because they believed those statements. Everyone's real success, the success that comes from their heart, from their best version of themselves, that success benefits others. And so many people have held that down because they've been told not to succeed, and the world has missed out. And now allowing yourself to let go of those old beliefs so that you can succeed at such levels that you inspire others. That by your life, you are telling people, don't listen to those old statements. Don't listen to those old cliches. Your success benefits other people. It's a win-win situation. It's great for it to benefit you as well. Ideally, it is a win-win situation. And there may be times when you think about something you think you want to achieve that would not be a win-win situation. If you think of a success that you want that would hurt someone else, check again, because that's not real success. Real success is something that is beneficial, that makes a positive difference. And allowing yourself greater and greater freedom to achieve that success, greater and greater freedom to acknowledge that you have it within you. Being open to the possibility that you have barely scratched the surface of what's possible for you. Looking around at this beautiful world and just thinking about what you can do to make it better for yourself and others, and giving yourself greater and greater freedom to do so. Allowing yourself to feel excited about that, knowing that you can handle it. You can handle this success. It is safe for you to succeed. Allowing yourself to know that even more profoundly as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before. Feeling more excited about succeeding. Feeling more capable of succeeding. And much more aware of how your success benefits others and encourages others to achieve greater success to make the world a better place as well. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of your dreams to be a very healing dream. Continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day again, powerfully moving forward into an ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. And now go back down to 0, which is always deep sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all of these positive thoughts and images, taking them in at a very deep level, so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to 1, feeling physically relaxed. 2, feeling emotionally calm and confident. 3, health and well-being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. 4, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining Carol and myself for Sphere of Success Tapping. I hope you feel a much greater sense of freedom to go out there and, you know, make the difference that only you can make. Please and thank you. And yeah, this will be posted here. Please share it with friends so that they will clear their blocks and set themselves free to succeed because their success benefits you as well. Win-win situation. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Thank you for tapping along with me. I hope you're already experiencing a greater freedom to feel better, do better, and live better. Now, you can help me be of service to even more folks by clicking like, commenting, sharing this video, and subscribing to my channel. Please and thank you. Be sure to get your free Success Beyond Belief program. Just click the link in the description box down below. And since nothing is so good it can't get better, I hope you'll allow yourself even greater freedom to succeed by tapping along with this video right here. Thanks.